Okay guys, welcome back to Let's Play Twilight Princess for the Nintendo GameCube. And yeah, this is going to be one of those few videos that I'm going to be doing in post due to some technical issues from my side for two reasons. One, I had some visitors alongside that just would not be quiet and would cause lots of disruption and made the video next to unwatchable. Believe me, it was loud. And I may have to do this for the next two videos too, doing it in post and all. The other reason is because I had some really bad mic buzzing due to some interference problems, and because of that, well, yeah, it made it to where it kind of drowned out my audio and it just didn't sound all that great. But thanks to me replacing my mic and charger, I think the interference problem should be gone for the most part. But anywho, I have a special guest with me. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Amber.
And yeah, she was actually in the episode with me as well, parts 6 through 9. Whether I'll be doing part 9 or not, redoing it anyway, I'm not for sure. I don't think I will. I'll leave that one live if everything goes all nice and pratt. But she's going to be doing some voice acting here and there for us. So
Am I doing Zelda or?
yeah, she'll do Zelda for us.
I thought you were doing Midna.
I know, but I skipped so much dialogue. It's like
Listen carefully. This was once the land where the power of the gods was said to slumber. This was once the kingdom of Hyrule. But that blessed kingdom has been transformed by the king that rules Twilight. It has been turned into a world of shadows, ruled by creatures who shun the light.
yeah, basically we get a lot of plot exposition within this bit of spiel and footage and stuff. And what were your initial thoughts when doing this playthrough live to begin with, and then now transitioning over to post, you know, for the actual showing, you know? How do you feel about that? Like it doesn't annoy you or anything?
Not really. You get more upset about these things.
Especially when you have like 30 parts recorded. Yeah, by this point in time, I've already got 30 parts of the Twilight Princess Let's Play recorded, so I'm well ahead of the curve at this moment. Whether I've died or not, I'll leave that up to interpretation. But for now, it is time to introduce the villain of the game, Zant.
Which there's always someone behind the one that shows up first.
Shh, I'm just kidding. It is time for you to choose. Surrender or die. Oh yes, a question for all the land and people of Hyrule. Life or death?
She's so stupid. Idiot.
Well, it's either that or they go on a massive killing spree, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I'd like to be in a situation like that either, would you? I mean, they kind of had him outmatched, really. And it kind of explains to us here why all the people are spirits and how their awareness is once they've become spirits. Just explained rather nicely.
Twilight covered Hyrule like a shroud without light. The people became as spirits. Within the twilight they live on, unaware that they have passed into spirit forms. All the people know now is fear, fear of nameless evil. The kingdom kingdom succumbed to Twilight, but I remain its princess.
Oh man, quite a big reveal for this early on in the game. Which is funny, I don't usually think you'd see Zelda this early in the game unless it's something like Spirit Tracks or whatever, you know? Nice change of pace. We actually find it to be quite livable. I mean, is Perpetual Twilight really all that bad?
Midna, this is no time for levity. The Shadow Beasts have been searching far and wide for you. Why is this?
Yeah. Why indeed? You tell me.
This time has grown short. The guard will soon make his rounds. I'm kind of distracted right now.
Yeah,
You must leave here quickly.
I can't even tell the pace.
Why?
Like,
Why'd
I was
you go so fast?
Because I'm a fast reader, and I guess you read it that fast too when we originally did the
I'm
video.
also kind of distracted.
Yeah, it's like I can't remember the pace I was going at doing these in post, which is why I don't normally like doing this unless it's a last minute like.
The cat.
Unless it's like a last minute resort, because personally, guys, I don't like doing things in post. I really don't. But if something is of belittled quality and I've gone so far as to refuse to redo something, then I mean it's kind of the best choice to take, you know. Sorry, I'm a quality nut. That's just the way I am. Totally fled. The cat has come to forebode his presence among us. Because he is weird. Or she is weird. Whatever. Well, do you understand where we are now? Oh, now I'm slow. Ken? Pass Ken? Move on. I guess a promise is a promise, so I'll let you back to where you first stumbled into Twilight. But, are you really sure you should be going back? Are you sure you aren't forgetting anything important? You fiend! Do you want to save them?
He's got like half a crowd.
Well, in that case, little Midna will be happy to help you. But...
Midna's so annoying sometimes.
Oh, I like her. Well, you'd have to be my servant, and like a servant, you'd have to do exactly as I say. Why don't you go back, take a little time, and give it some thought?
Do you have hair on your hands?
I have hair all over me. What are you talking about?
I was just asking. I don't have hair on my hands. It's weird.
Well, it'd be a little weird if a girl your age had hair on her hands.
I don't. Some of my friends shave their arms and hands. That's just weird, and I don't have to do it. My hands are like model hands. Okay, that was a really random rabbit trail.
And of course, something was left out by little Midna here that she didn't quite give good detail about as to when we got back over to Ordon. Yeah, we're still a wolf, and we're not going to be changing back into a human anytime soon, unfortunately. So, before we change back into a human, we have a few things to do.
Most annoying part of this entire game.
Well, we got to do something first before we do the most important.
It's still the most. No. Ugh.
What's wrong with this part?
I just hate the part after.
Oh, I was about to say, I don't find the sword and shield gathering all that bad. Yeah, basically...
But it's pointless, because she's like... I don't know, she's just...
Well, there's like... Well, in terms of plot relevance, yeah, I guess it is. But, like, the part after this, it's easily my least favorite part of Twilight Princess.
Least part... It makes me, like, not even want to do the first part of the game.
It's one of the things that have easily killed, like, replay playthroughs for me,
Yeah,
really.
because, like, the second half of the game's not bad, but this part...
Because, like, the thing is, the thing they make you do when you go back into the Twilight and do this stupid little gimmick, it seems like it'd be material better suited for a side quest sort of thing, not for the actual game, but depending on if Part 7 and 8 actually go well, maybe I'll hopefully, you know, reveal more about that as we move into that. But, yeah. It's easily my least favorite part about Twilight Princess as a whole. But, before I actually go into Ordon Village, basically what I'm showing off here is how you continue the other part of the wooden sword glitch. Or, no, I don't think I... Do I do it right now? Okay, I do. Basically what you need to do... Okay, what was I just doing? It's stuff like this why I hate doing stuff in post.
You're confusing yourself. Your past self is confusing yourself.
He's playing mind games. Mind games. Playing mind games with myself. Oh, and you can also talk to animals as a wolf. Yay. And if you're ever in a pinch, just talk to some animals, and you'll get some little helpful bits of advice, I guess.
It's like moving all over my hand. It's weird. Didn't
Okay.
we insult one of your friends in the commentary, and then like I took it back? At least we don't have that in there.
I think it's in one of the later parts. If it goes well, anyway. I hope it does. Okay, basically what I'm showing off here is how you continue the wooden sword glitch. What you want to do is take that Moblin guy and go all the way over to the Twilight Shroud of Darkness and Doom and Demise. And you want to put him into a position to where if you jump attack him, you can skip past Midna's little prompt that says, oh, you need to go back and get a sword and shield, and you can just go right into the Twilight. And with this method, you can keep this wooden sword not only for the first half of the game, but you can also do it for the whole duration of the game. But because I went about this for like 2 hours straight and got frustrated in the end, I just decided to drop it and just go with doing the wooden sword for the first half of the game and then the Ordon sword for the second. And I'll show off just how that glitch works exactly and why it behaves in that fashion. But for now, let's go and get ourselves a sword and shield. One of which will not be kept for the first half of the game anyway, but we're still getting it anyway.
The cat's meowing in the background.
Well.
Did you know why do you know why like cats' tongues are rough?
No, spill me a little bit of silence.
Because their taste buds are on backwards. No, I'm just kidding. I just made that up. I don't know why their tongues are rough.
Reverse science? I've been scienced. I've been mind gamed by my own sister. She played mind games.
15-year-old.
Mind games. Playing mind games with her big brother. No. So, of all things, they actually just so happen to be talking about a shield during the situation.
Which is stupid. Like, who talks about shields in the middle of the night standing outside?
Especially when we're looking for one.
How
That's
convenient!
It's like video game logic. Everything must be convenient. Yes. And, yeah, that's not a bad bit of information. I couldn't agree more. Indeed. And that's got a point.
Midna can be really obnoxious sometimes.
I like her. She's a change of pace from most other Zelda side characters, or support characters, rather. But, next time in Let's Play Twilight Princess, we'll probably come back at it in either post or live. I gotta check the commentary and such, and from then on we shall continue on with the game and getting the sword and shield and moving on into the Twilight. So huzzah. See you guys then.